Hey, you guys, I know I should be getting ready for bed, but I'm not sleepy right now, so I'm gonna do another video. Y'all probably gonna get tired of seeing me. Probably gonna get tired of seeing me. I'm watching my own self on YouTube. But y'all, subscribe to my page. It's either Jessie, Jessie Girl 88 or Jessie 88 Rob. I can't remember. I need I need some subscribers. It's hot in here. I'm hot. I'm cold. It's like I go through menopause. But I'm anemic. Eating a peppermint. So what are y'all guys doing tonight? I need to take my sleeping pill. I look tired. I know I do, y'all. So I want to ask, how many people are saved? Do you know what you have to do to be saved? At first, admit that you're a sinner. A. Second, believe that God died on the cross for you. And C, confess with your mouth, and then you're saved. I want to talk a lot about that because this world that we're living in today is so much going on, and with the Illuminati and all that. If you don't know if you're saved, just like I said, the only thing you have to have is a relationship with God. Really, talk to God just like when you pray. It's just like I'm talking to you right now. That's how you can talk to God. God, He really hears your prayers. He has done so much in my life this month that I can't believe. I mean, I've been going through a lot of things. It's like with the memory loss. I had a seizure last year and I fell and I hit my face right here. And they said I had a concussion. And I went back to when I was in the hospital when I had my lupus flare, they said I still had that concussion. So I'm like, why do y'all have me around here driving and stuff and I still have concussion? And I can be harming other people with my concussion. So, just take care of yourself. Get second opinions. Get second opinions about things that you're really not sure about. And these rashes and leeches are really on my face. I can't wait till I get that medicine in my system. But I want to tell. I'm just gonna tell y'all how I found out I had lupus. I was at home. It was 2005. My pediatrician, she the one that sent me to Birmingham, and they tested me for lupus. So that's how I found out I had lupus. So I had to go to the children's hospital, and they found out they ran tests, and that's how I found out I had lupus. And my doctor name was Doctor Monction. I will never forget him. He had a big old beard. Wish I knew where he was so I can tell him how I'm doing and stuff and what's going on in my life. But yeah, I had a real bad flare in my ankles, and like I said earlier in one of my videos, my friend, his name was Frederick Gray. He helped me up the stairs because I couldn't walk really. Should I turn the light on? Can y'all see me? I really don't want to turn that on. But I had a really bad lupus flare up, and he had to carry me up the stairs, and I was wearing SpongeBob house shoes throughout the school. Let me turn this down. I'm watching one of my videos. But yeah, after that, lupus it started getting, I say it started getting worse because I started going to the hospital a lot, in and out the hospital and things like that. And I'm trying to remember having a little brain fog. And yeah, and they thought I had what you call that with my stomach? Not pancreatitis. Yes, pancreatitis, because I would eat something and I would throw it up. I couldn't keep nothing down. Like I ate some Cheerios and then I threw it up. And my mom and daddy was outside, and I tried to holler for them and scream for them because I threw up a whole bowl of cereals. I just ate like they were Cheerios, and I threw them up. So they took me to the hospital, and they admitted me, and I stayed there for at least about a week, maybe 2 weeks. I was in the hospital, and the way and then throughout the years, 20s, that's where it really got. 2011 is when it all hit me. It all hit me at once. It's when I found out that I had my kidney failure. I was going back to school for medical assistance, and I realized that my stomach was big, and it felt like I felt full all the time. And I had a scheduled appointment that Monday to go to Kirkland Clinic for a checkup, and then that's when they admitted me. They was like, Jessica, your kidneys has failed. So that's what that was. It was fluid on me. My daddy thought I was pregnant. He asked me to do a pregnancy test. I said, sure, I'll do a pregnancy test, but I'm not pregnant. And I was actually seeing a a doctor about my lupus, about my kidneys, but I stopped seeing her, which I shouldn't have stopped seeing the specialist about my kidneys, because maybe we could have prevented this, but maybe not. Maybe I was supposed to go through this. Maybe I was supposed to go through all this. But I believe I am going through this for somebody else, so someone else won't have to go through this. But like I said, with the kidney failure, they said your kidneys have failed, so we have to start you on dialysis real quick, real fast. So they did a I can't remember what it's called, but they did it in my chest, and you can see the scars from it. And they had to start me on dialysis real fast. So I hated dialysis. I hated hemodialysis because You had to be in there 4 hours for three days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It sucked real bad. I used to give people hell. Like the first lady I met in dialysis, Tony Wolf. I love her to death though. I miss her. She gone on to do something else. I gave her hell. Her and this girl, her and this woman named Kelly. It's like, cause they was just staring at me, and I'm like, why y'all staring at me? Quit staring at me and stuff like that. And I had them cut my dialysis short one day. Like, you're not supposed to cut your dialysis short because you need to get all the toxin out. And then they told my daddy how rude and mean I was, so I had to apologize to them, and I did. And I love them two ladies today to death, but they're not there anymore. Kelly's in Huntsville, and Tony's doing stuff around Jacksonville and stuff, and Atala. So I gave them hell and stuff like that. So I had to do hemo until my peritoneal catheter healed up. So I had to do hemodialysis until that healed up. That took about 2 weeks. So after that healed up, I started doing peritoneal dialysis. That machine right there, and I really like it because I can go places and do things. I can travel with it. Like if I wanna, like I said, I'm going to Mexico. I mean, not to Mexico, to Miami for my birthday. I can take that machine with me on the plane. Y'all see my lips, how they look. It's a flare. I feel them coming on. But I can't wait till I get that medicine tomorrow. But yeah, I felt like I had um kidney failure, and then after, I think, let me go back to 2010. I had pneumonia, and I thought it was a cold. I went to doctor care, and they was treating it for a cold, and it wasn't a cold. And and then I finally went to the hospital, and they said I got there just in time because I was drowning in my own fluid. I was trying everything for that. I put vapor rub on my feet and put on some thick, thick socks, thinking that was gonna make it go away, but it didn't. And I was coughing up blood and everything. So that was like, Jessica, you have pneumonia, and I believe I stayed in the hospital for like 3 weeks, and then I was like, I'm ready to go home. I wasn't fully recovered, but I was ready to go home. I was in Gaston Regional Hospital. And then I think the pneumonia caused me to have congestive heart failure. It damaged my heart. But lupus is the reason I have congestive heart failure and kidney failure. After that, that's the pneumonia was first, and then the kidney failure. And then after the kidney failure, heart, congestive heart failure. And then after the condition heart failure, I had to get a defibrillator. And the defibrillator was to help keep, like, when your heart has a rhythm when it beats, but as it skipped, I had irregular heartbeats. And Used to feel like I couldn't breathe all the time. So that's when I was in and out of going in and out of the hospital like every month. It felt like I couldn't breathe, and they gave me this little pump. And when I felt like that, I had to pump it. It's like people on asthma or something. I had to pump it every time I couldn't breathe. And one day I was like, Mama, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I think we need to go to the hospital. She was like, come on. So the hospital I go to is UAB. UAB or Riverview. Gas and Regional, I don't do them no more. I don't. Even though I was born in Gas and Regional, it wasn't called Gas and Regional. Back then it was called like Baptist something. But Riverview or UAB is the hospital I go to. So I went there. I got better. It happened again the next month. Went there, got better. Happened again the next month. Went there, got better. It kept happening. So, and then I had to keep doing dialysis, hemodialysis and stuff. But they told me that the peritoneal dialysis is better. It's better for me to be on because it's better on my heart. And then I had to see a heart doctor. Then after the heart doctor, I had to excuse me, after the heart doctor, I had to get a power report because I'm a very hard stick. My veins are so little and they roll. You can see them now, but when I go to the doctor's office, they be hiding. They can't find them. They still they rather stick me in my arm, but I rather them drop from the port. But really don't like everybody drawing for the port. I really don't like everybody sticking me because they don't know what they be doing. Even though they went to school for it, they really don't know what they be doing. And I'm finna get ready to go to medical assistant school, so I know a lot, and I'm ready. I'm ready for a new chapter in my life. I'm ready to change a lot of things in my life. But yeah, I really didn't have much to say. I just wanted to get on here and explain to y'all how I got. No one in my family has it. No one. They say it's environmental, but I think it's from. Yeah, I remember when we used to get good vaccine shots for school and stuff. My kids, they would never get those shots because I believe it was something that had to do with that, getting vaccine shots and stuff. And they say it's environmental and a lot of things. And it has to do with the food that we eat. The food that we eat, y'all, it's not safe. I'm trying to eat organic, healthy food now because they say if you change the way you eat, then you can get off some of this medicine. That I can get off some of this medicine that I'm on. I did have a NutriBullet. I need to get another one because my first one that my daddy bought me, it tore up. But I need to get another one. And yeah, y'all, that's a flare because y'all can see how red it is. I didn't realize my face was this bad. I use Proactive. You probably can't really tell because of all these. This is real. I didn't realize how bad this was because I can't see it. But it is so bad. I put cocoa butter on it and um Neosporin. I didn't even realize this was on my face. I realized this was there though, and it's under my eye. This one right there. This face is pretty bad, but it's gonna get better because I got that microphenolate back. Let me tell y'all what microphenolate is. I'm kind of glad I got two phones so I can like look up stuff. Microphenolate acid. My
Mycophenolic acid is an immunosuppressive drug. It can prevent organ rejection after transplant.
So it's really a drug that I'm supposed to take after a transplant, but it really helps calms me down. The brand names are micro, mic, mic, Myfotate or Cell Sips. Is that's the brand names of them? My neighbors are home. I can hear them. I don't have any internet connection, so I really can't read to y'all. But that's what microphenolate is. Microphenolate acid.
Mycophenolic acid is an immunosuppressive drug. It can prevent organ rejection after transplant.
So after I have my transplant, I'm gonna need this medicine anyway. But my lupus doctor want me on it. I'm trying to find some more information on it for y'all. It's also called microphenolate. It's a immune suppressant drug that's used to prevent rejection or organ transplantation. It was initially marked as a prodrug microphenolate or mycophenolate. That's the same thing. More recently, salt microphenolate sodium has been introduced. Microphenolate is a mark under a trade name Celsit or microphenolate sodium called microphenol mic, micro. I don't know that word. Sorry, y'all. Discovered by Italian medical scientists in 1893, microphenolate acid was the first antibiotic to be in pure or crystallized form, but but it's a medical application which was forgotten until the American scientist C.L. Al Schaberg and OMB Black in the 1912s. It gave chemical names. It's eventually found to be broad spectrum acting drug having antifungal, antibacterial, anti-cancer, and anti-psoriasis properties. The chemicals, the chemically usable drug Celsex was developed by South American scientist Anthony Ashton and his wife Alyssa M. I don't know that name. It was first approved. It was first approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administrator on 3rd of May 1995 for the kidney transplant. Medical use. Mycophenolate is used to prevent organ transplant rejection. Mycophenolate is introduced for the prevention of organ transplant rejection in adults and renal transplant rejections in children over 2 years old, where mycophenolate sodium is re, de, re, reindicated for the prevention of renal transplant rejection in adults. Mycophenolate has also been used to prevent rejection of the liver, heart, and lung transplants in children older than 2. It also uses fibrosis along with a number of other drugs. Maybe I can't see. That's what that is. An autosuppressant that has decreased in the recipient. Recipient. Mycophenolate is increased in an autoimmune disease, similar auto medicated disorder, including don't know these words, so I'm gonna show y'all. I'm down here. This is what I have. Systematic lupus. Let's click on let's see what. Oh, it's loading. It's gonna tell you what systematic lupus. It's called SLE. I've had the mouth ulcers. I felt very tired. I had swollen and painful joints. I had fever. I had chest pains. Let's see what remission means. You see that her face? This it looks like a butterfly. That's a butterfly rash. Let's see what remission means. There's no cure for lupus, y'all. Readmission. This is what readmission means. We're not finna look at all this. I'll let y'all see it and maybe I can look it up if you want to. It's a reference. Okay, that's everything. So I just educated y'all on a little bit more of lupus so y'all can get a better understanding. I'm getting sleepy, so I believe this is my last video for today. I'm finna sign off and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, loves.